Okay, it's been a few days for me, but now I'm back playing this. So, alright, so last time we did the escape ending, so now I'm gonna say stay put and see what happens. I'm gonna try to get as all the endings. I'm gonna try to, but let's see what happens with this one. Okay. I'm gonna sacrifice my my well-being and stay put. No. Don't be silly. You turned away. Oh, God. Without warning, you felt. Oh. No, I regret my decision! I regret my decision! Wait, hold on. I think the sound's a little too low. Okay. I regret it. You felt a warm body cuddle behind you. You jumped. Paul. No! No! You quickly realized this wasn't the familiar stench of McCartney. Nor did the body have the characteristic softness and curves. The arms were broader. A larger build. No. Core wasn't McCartney at all. A gravely voice purred in your ear. No. Oh, God. Oh, love. I can't do it. You blushed. No, I would. Oh, no. What did I say? No, what did I say? Oh, just You needed a moment to recall his name. He was the mean-looking one. Yeah, you got that right. But why was he embracing you in such a way? Because he's gross as fuck. I'm like tripping over shit. Oh, shit! Oh, I almost dropped my mug of tea. That's almost so really bad. But why was he embracing you in such a way? Realizing his forwardness, the man courteously withdrew. What was that? I'm like hearing shit. Okay, he must have realized he had been taken over by passion. You turned around to face him now that you could. You were confused. Oh, wait, no. I thought he was talking. You were confused. Your back pressed against the counter. He smiled a charming smile. Nope. Jim? The man's smirk turned into a look of smugness. Nah, love, that's Paul. I'm the living McCartney. When he sneered, you could see a chip between his two front teeth. Yeah, a chip in his two front teeth? I didn't know that. But you can just call me Johnny Johnny Baby? I'm the leader of the group. He leant forward, resting his hand on the counter beside your hip. Ugh. Pardon? Is it true you don't care for us? He narrowed his eyes and lowered his voice to a growl. Reminder, I suck at these accents, so just whatever. Any of us. You always blushed when a big, strong man was too familiar with you. God, I love when all my men are sexist. However, this was all wrong. You didn't like the Beatles. None of them. He smirked. He seemed to be a smirker, whereas almost said McDonald's. Whereas McCartney was a winker. Ugh. Larf? He made his voice sound silly. Why did he do that? Maybe he thought he was a silly man. Maybe he was a silly man. You averted your eyes. Well, Mr. Johnny Baby. He cut you off. I don't know. Please call me John. No need for honorifics. Fuck. Well, did you need something from me? Am I gonna get the John ending from doing this? Oh, God. He seemed rather rough on the first impression. Sorry, stretching. Ugh. You had no idea why he was being so friendly. You were a little bit fearful of this one at first. Oh, God. He smirked. Well, Lane. It's Lane, isn't it? His voice got lower and more... Oh, God, his face got lower and more blissful. No! By gum, I've never seen a girl mouth off like that. Ugh. He bit his lip. Lord, I got a bit hot under the collar. He growled. And then, all I could think was my bastard mate Maka having his way with you tonight. Oh, God, please, no. Oh, God. Oh, he balled up his fists and grunted. That Oh, my God. He reminded you of a bull, but an English hairless one. To hell with it. His eyes flew open. To hell with bull! I've gotta have you! Yes, I am just an object to be manhandled. Oh! And just as suddenly, without warning, he mouthed your mouth. Oh no. Your eyes flew open, taken by surprise, being grabbed like this. Ugh. It was rough and stinched with the scent of northern musk. Unlike Paul, who smelled of cigarettes. His songwriting partners smelled of beer. Oh, come on! Did something distinctly himself. What the fuck would that happen? You let your eyes fall shut? No. Suddenly a shout. Was that Paul's fucking scream? Suddenly a shout in the corner, and the sound of a door swinging open. Oh fuck, dude! What's all this then? Oh God, McCartney was pissed more than you had seen him before. You'd seen him cheeky, you'd seen him winking. But McCartney sure was enraged now. Let me go ahead and save just in case something happens. I'll just go ahead and save over this because I already did the ending. Why not? Okay. Anyway, oh well. He was as snippy as he could muster. Well! Cool, Maka, let me. John waved his arm, flippant, de-escalating the situation. McCartney's eyebrows flared. Just imagine him, like, literally on fire. Good Lord, John! You've really done it now! Did you spend 10 quid? What? No, I spent 10 quid! She's my Craigslist broad! I paid for her! Get your own bloody slag! Paul's features were once cute, were now, which were once cute, were now controtted with fury. His rightful claim being usurped by his closest mate at that. It's not what you think, Maka! Sean's voice was lowered, but this time with emotion rather than lust. I don't want my own bloody slag. I want this one. I want her. A million thoughts were running through your head. I need a fucking drink. Alright, a million thoughts were running through your head. No man had such a, oh my god, I need to slow down. No man had so much as glanced at you before. And now, 2 fabulous Beatles were fighting over your hand? And not just any fabulous Beatles, but the songwriting duo, Lennon-McCartney. Furthermore, you weren't like the other girls, so it was even more unlikely that this should happen. Yeah, no one likes uniqueness in this house. That was just one, but both of them had the inclination to go after someone as unconventional as you. I mean, that's in convention. Unlike other girls, you didn't have blonde hair. Unlike other girls, you were able to open and even read books. Illegal, sinful. When you got up in the morning, you didn't have a routine. You threw on a dress and drug a comb through your hair. You must really be in the upside down. He turned to Paul, then back at you. We're in love, Paul. I didn't say it! What do you mean? He grabbed your dainty hand in his large, pale, calloused one. Oh, God. It's like little tiny little sub-anime hand and big, giant dom anime hand. Well, I don't know the specific ones. It's just specific terms. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, you know. John's voice was grave. You might have paid for, but money can't buy you love. Oh my God, he said the title of the game. Oh man. Well, no, okay. No, I say for, okay, it's fine. Okay, so, let me write down where, let me write this down. So, like, okay, so, that's right. You said, and, let's see, stop, shout. Okay, let's start from the bottom. Well, no, okay, no, I'm gonna go, like, I would say who say I'm in love with you, because I was like, bitch, who the fuck said? So I'm gonna do that one first. Let's see what he says. Oh boy. Doink, doink. Cross it out. Okay. Your eyes went wide, slipping your hand out from his grip. Oh, God. Who said I'm in love with you? You were gobsmacked, scandalized. John looked at you confused. Confused? The f***? Well, I say we are, so I get you now. What? Goddamn, dude. That's how it works. Yeah, I never got a say. Women don't have a say in relationships. Ain't that right, boys? Ain't that right? McCartney's rage had not lessened, his sensual, shapely form trembling with it. My God. The girl is mine! The doggone girl is mine! Don't waste your time. Because this doggone girl is mine! Your head swung around, looking at McCartney's pretty boy body, and trembling fury. Oh my God, a furious form. You knew what you wanted, or at least thought you did, and McCartney was right. Remember, kids, the brain doesn't fully develop until you're 25. He did pay for you, and as an British, you knew a thing or two about the free market. You crossed your arms and stomped your foot. That's right! Tears break from your eyes. You're a very nice young man, and very silly. I like that your body is healthy and broad, like an old-timey strongman. But McCartney paid for me. And I want him. Oh God, I just noticed. I just looked up and saw that, like, Paul's face change, and it's more disturbing. You leapt at Paul, and despite his shapely feminine stature, his masculine strength allowed him to catch you. Ugh. By gum. You wrapped your arms around McCartney's neck. The familiar. Ah, come on! He grunted, looking down. Yari days? Is that Yari days? Yari, it's gotta be Yari. Bro. John's, I'm uncultured, I guess. John sighed, but his eyes didn't portray defeat. You might have won the battle, McCartney, But you'll soon see which the beetle is truly capable of satiating his appetite by gum. And we both know it won't be McCartney. Love songwriter Cherry Renga have a... Huh? He sneered Englishly, showing off his chipped tooth. I had no idea he had a chipped tooth, I'm gonna be honest. Hoy! McCartney was pink again, like a flower. You might imagine... oh goodness, you might imagine no possessions, but this is a capitalist country. Ugh. By gum, Macca. John growled. Suppose that's what makes us work together so well. The contrast between our ideologies. Ebony and ivory, if you will. Funny. Okay, Paul gave a half-hearted nod. I'll see you at the Wank Circle tomorrow morning. Good evening to you. I'm gonna go to my room and shag my bra. Please no. Elena nodded back. Oh no, is this like going... Did I just like get to the ending that I think it is? Okay, yeah, me too. Until next time. Until the next. I don't know, whatever. Okay, you watched him walk away. Paul squeezed your body and looked you up and down. His tongue ran... Well, I almost read that weird. His tongue ran along his teeth. Well, love. I've got a hankering for that. Only a 10-pound slack can cure. You know, I realize that I've been cussing a whole lot, and YouTube doesn't really like that. I'm gonna try so hard to just at least cuss as low as possible and maybe skip over the quote unquote bad words. Ugh, God, I hate censorship. Okay, anyway. Okay, I've got a hankering for that, for a sloppy toppy. Only a 10-pound slack can cure. I don't even know if that's any better. You began to blush. Butterflies in your stomach. Ugh, no. You look downward, bashful. Oh, Polly. You're so forward. Paul giggled. He carried you to his room. No! You nuzzled his neck. His scent was so pucked. Ew! He tossed you on the bed. Oh no. Sure that his room was the smallest, but he was right. You weren't complaining. I'm sorry. I'm getting paranoid. I'm getting paranoid about the music. I hope it's not that loud. Okay, you weren't complaining. You gazed up at him with amorous eyes. Oh no, are we gonna go into like fan fiction descriptions? I'm sorry for lashing out earlier. Paul giggled. Giggled darkly. Giggled darkly. What would that sound like? Okay. It's alright, love. I like a girl with a bit of spook. He began to... Oh, no! He began to undress carefully, undoing his tie. Mouth lax in concentration. Then he began to unbutton his dress shirt. Hurry up! He sneered at you, annoyed. I'm going to undress even slower now. Even slower. He moved at a snail's pace as you squirmed on his twin-sized bed. Good God. Oh, by the time he pigeon-chested... His pigeon... Oh, bleh. By the time his pigeon chest was revealed, you felt like you would piss yourself or begin barking? Oh, Christ. You squealed restless. Yeah, just like that. Keep going. I'll take... Oh, no. His neck is exposed. I'll take you as long as I bloody want. Oh, my God. You began to drool. Whining, fidgeting. He sat on the bed next to you, pulling off his out his... This is dramatic. He looked at you smirking. Right then. Have at it. No! You... No! No! You got on your stomach. Your mouth began to water. Oh, baby! No! You moaned. I don't know if I can get it in my mouth. Oh, no, you're so... you. Ah! Oh, God. I hope that wasn't loud. I turned away from the mic. She had never seen lean, mean Panini before. His face twisted into annoyance. Try then? You pushed your head down? Forcefully. You began to leak? What, like, your mouth? Like, drooling? You were... Wait, I've read a lot of fanfiction, but I'm still asexual. Okay, you were like an half orange in one of those machines. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. You gargled, choking on his generous length. You mean it's fine? There are pics of him. Oh, I'm sure. God, rumor has it. Yeah. Huh? Are you okay? But he's probably just normal. Oh, yeah. I mean, isn't like I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm not gonna bring that up. Okay. Anyway. Oh my God. It's funny calling him small, isn't it? It's because I hate him. Yeah, sure thing, buddy. Paul groaned, tossing his head back. Oh, yes. Oh, oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Woo. You were simply giving him the sloppiest toppy. Your mouth was slurping down his... Just looking at it is making me sick. Is this even is this okay to put? Pinkish Bravo is like nothing else. Paul groaned. He said so fast I couldn't pronounce it. Paul groaned. Oh yeah. This is so much better than eating baked beans? Do British baked beans even have, like, seasoning? I doubt it. Anyway, well, I don't know. Okay, his... Oh my God, tasted like a Weatherspoon's full English? I don't know, I'm sorry. Right when you were about to... right when you were about to moan even harder, Paul yanked you off by the hair. Stop! Tears prickled... Prickled? Oh my God! Pricked at your eyes. You, reached up to your head. Ow, bitch. Paul giggled, employing his classic charm. I need a drink again. I'm gonna freak out. Sorry, love. But if there's one thing I love more than humping my Hofner bass on stage, it's okay. He tore off your knickers, letting it slap against the wall with a wet Dude! Sliding down slowly, leaving No! By gum. Yours was the River Mercy. He held his blushing torpedo in his hand, lining it up to... and Paul gritted his teeth. And I'm gonna take a ferry cross it. No. He entered you the way his hit single "She Loves You" entered the public consciousness. Is that like really hard and fast. Is that what it means? Oh, yeah, okay. Hard and fast. Paul squealed. Oh, yeah. That's it, baby. He plowed you like a cornfield. Oh, my God. Rough, enthusiastic. Paul, squeeze your... I'm not witty enough. Honk. There was a knock at the door. Why? Are you having sex again, Paul? Can I watch? Oh no, I did get this. Okay, Paul's blurry eyes narrowed in focus, looking at the door. Okay. John opened the door and saw... No! Sat on the chair. Get the f*** out of here, dude. Get the f*** out of here. Get out of here! He stared blankly, watching. Get out! Paul didn't even stall in his administrations, carrying on as if nothing happened. You looked at John confused, even if you were getting shagged rotten. Oh my god, dude. Nothing behind the eyes. This was just normal, I'm sure. But then Paul did seem to get miffed, shooting John a glare. Bloody hell, John, close the f***ing door, will ya? No. John blinked. Oh, sorry. John got up and shut the door, then sat back down in his chair. How about you leave? Paul and okay, let me see. God. I'm writing this down. Okay. Paul and okay, there we go. Oh no. Okay, you know what? Okay, we're gonna go back to that same scene and choose a different thing. Alright, so we chose Who Sounds in Love with You first, so now we're gonna do That's Right. Let me cross it out. Okay. Let me make sure I'm like, okay, I'm recording. Okay. We're gonna do That's Right. I am in love with John. That's right. John's smirk grew triumphant. You smiled, John's smugness rubbing off on you. Where did that McCartney get off buying a girl off her mother? He couldn't buy your freedom. He couldn't buy your love. He can't buy me. Love, yeah. Not out though. It's 22nd November 63, not March 20th March 64. Laughing my ass off as if. Hint, the B-side's better. You walked him you walked to him flippantly. Don't be so jealous, Paul. You flicked his nose. Like that was crazy. Okay, Paul was frozen in shock and didn't react. Don't I have rights? As a citizen of the crown. You didn't see it coming. Oh! Paul backhanded you hard across the face! Dude! Causing you to fall to the floor? What the fuck? Ow! Paul wasn't, smiling. When you opened your eyes, standing over you, chest heaving, hands balled in fists. Oh my god. He looked like a demon possessed. What the fuck? Man. Oh, that pissed me off. That pissed me off! Just as quickly, John had him by the throat, slamming him against the kitchen wall. Ooh, girl fight. Paul's soft cheeks puffed up in the tight grip. Oh my god. Lynn and McCartney were tussling now, struggling and grabbing at each other in fury. Sounds about right. I'm sure that happened a lot. John raved, impassioned, voice thickened by weaker emotion. Don't touch her like that! Paul's tone was that of confused indignance. Hoy! Hi! I can do what I want! I am paid for! You don't see me snagging your hookers, do you? The girl is mine! The doggone girl is mine! They wrestled some more. When they forcibly pushed each other away, they made eye contact and glared from a pace apart. One was furious, the other confused and irritated. Rat teeth gritted. They're gonna kiss! I'm joking. You were, I mean, maybe, but you were watching in horror from the floor. Could be fact, who knows? They circled each other like dogs. Get off it, John! You can't have rights over my things! Frankly, I'm getting tired of your boundary stomping. Boundary stomping? You bought me! We may be Lennon McCartney, but we're not the same bloody person. You might as well be. First you want to wank my willy for me, and now this! John clenched and unclenched his meaty fist, his eyes glowing with fervor and animalistic rage. I don't bloody care! Imagine if we had no possessions! What if we shared all the world? A brotherhood of men! You bloody couldn't, Paul, you capitalist fuck! Oh man, Paul went spitting mad, eyes flashing. He screeched, we live in a capitalist fucking country! If you don't like it, move to fucking Russia! John shouted, shoving his mate. Maybe I will! Maybe I will go to bloody Russia! Maybe they'll want another linen! Oh my god. They began to tussle again, grunting and shoving like toddlers, scuffling and grabbing at clothes. I like the music. They seemed to not remember that what had even started the fight. Grunting insults and trying to get the upper hand. Oh my god, I need a drink again. You were blushing so much. God, why is everything gonna make me blush? Lennon McCartney fighting over you. With a great big strong heave, John flung Paul out the kitchen window! I love that that's the sound used for it. I love how it was so long it went out the text box. There was a faint thunk and a cloud of smoke off in the distance. Oh my god. John turned to you, breathing heavily, his fists clenched, his eyes dark. You were still on the ground and he stood over you. Mother. What? What? Wait, what do you mean by that? He leaned over you? His meaty paws picking you up like a sack of flour. You wrapped your arms around his big, thick neck. Now all sweaty. What is it? Thick, big, and meaty. What the fuck? Oh my. John gritted his teeth. He mumbled hoarsely from his tiny mouth. It's not that tiny. That bloody sometimes that maca gets me right riled up by gum. All right, love. You nodded. A fiery broad like you deserves better than that eyelash. You noticed he was carrying to a room you had passed before. It was bigger than Paul's, if only by a little bit. You were tall. No! You were tossed into a bed. Oof. Oh. Oh, new artwork. You were made aware of how you dressed. You were made aware of how you dressed, how your dress had rolled up. Oh my god. Pulling it down as his big face came closer to you. Oh god, come on. There was an intense stare in his eyes, narrowed and thin. His nose smushed into your cheek as his chipped teeth clicked against yours in his big wet beetly tongue. Oh. The room. Whoa, that was okay. I just had to cut out a chunk. I mean, a tiny chunk. It's like my computer made a freaking loud sound. Okay. Anyway, the room was pungent with this scent. It being his den. Ugh. All musky and male. Unlike your sweet scented girl crate, Paul had so meticulously created to imprison you. Your exhale let out heavy air, the sound of his grunts echoing in your ears. Ew. John's big hands were tugging at your frock, pulling off your stockings. Oh, no. Ooh. Ooh, oh, no. Wait, hold on. Isn't it like an actual thing that he... Oh, I forgot something... Is it... Oedipus complex? I might be so wrong, but like... He literally was like attracted to his mother. Like, I don't know if that's a real thing. I would have to research that again, but I swear to God, I heard that so many times. Like, he literally... yeah. Oh. Oh, his voice was lower than you'd heard it before. Okay, he was, cone-shaped down there? He grunted, his meaty, hairless arms propping him up? What? Huh? His large face was pressed against your cheek, cold against your skin. His ginger brown hair, fell in your eyes and you pushed it away. Oh, no, dude. Gah. What he gave to you was rough, sweaty, grunty, beetle loving all night long. Ugh! Oh, God. Okay. Tree branches scraping against your window. The distant sound of Paul's indignant. Excuse me? Paul's indignant. Paul's echoing through the night. Of course he'd be watching as well. Like, they're one the f***ing same, aren't they? He called you... Oh, mother. Okay, I think I'm right. He called you mother way more than once. But, he wasn't the only one here with mommy issues. Oh, my God. Alright. God. John and... Writing that down. So, I'm assuming I've only got George left? Unless there might be a different something going on. Okay. Okay, let's see. Alright, we're back here. One last time. The last one is stop shouting. If they end up being, like, the same, I'm just going to, like, totally skip it and, like, just go back to where George was in the room with me and choose that different option. Okay. Okay, stop shouting. Stop shouting! I swear to God! You two are the most insufferable, conceited, unhinged pieces of shit I've ever met! Yeah, you got that right. Both of you! Good Lord! Oh, God. Okay. The thought that I would even consider either of you as a romantic partner, you must be deranged, stark raving mad. Paul, you bought me off Gumtree. You saw an ad in the paper and decided to buy a girl. You put me in the dog crate. I hope I'm not exploding my mic. I'm acting too hard. Okay. In the short time I've had the misfortune of knowing you, you've proven every single one of my biases correct. In every sense of the word, you are a freak. I cannot believe you exist. By gum, Macca, you put it in a... Shut up! Shut up! No one's home. I can scream as loud as I want. You're no better than he is! Oh my God. Lennon McCartney this, Lennon McCartney that. It seems like you're a package deal. I've known you even less, and you're no better. Oh, damn. I bet you'd put me in a dog crate, too, if you had the idea first. Barking mad to both of you. Damn. You ran out of the kitchen sobbing. Yeah, you like, dude, when I get super enraged like that, I start crying because I'm just so full of passion, dude. It sucks. Oh, man. Okay. Away from those two bloody beetle brutes. That actually got my blood pressure going. Okay, you weren't looking where you were running, and as a result, ran right into a solid 178 centimeter mass. Oh! Ow. Oof! I'm sorry! Hello, Lane. Oh, shit. Okay, let me save. I'm gonna just go ahead and save over this, because I did everything. Okay. Do return. Okay, hello, Lane. His smile faded. What's wrong, love? I'm kind of like, this is like a little softer. I have never heard any audio of George angry or like, or just like sounding like mad or anything in any way. I mean, I could just be so out of the loop when it comes to like Beatles lore. But like every time I've ever heard George talk, it was always like he's always like really soft spoken, really. I don't know. So kind of like low tone, soft spoken. It's really nice. It's really nice. What's wrong, love? You sniffed. Then and McCartney, they're awful. They're in the kitchen bickering over me like toddlers with a toy. George scratched his gaunt cheek with a long finger. So that's what the shouting's about. Well, it's always something with those two. I'll ghosts have run away. You know how women are about loud noises. Don't like them. You know. You weren't even listening, still sniffling. You blinked. You felt a hand clasp against your arm. You upset. How about we get out of here, love? Oh my god. You blushed. What? You know. George just gestured towards the door. Leave the flat light. You were well flustered now. Really? You blushed. You let me outside? Oh my god. You bit your lip. Like, yeah. I feel bad for you. Being kept in a crate. Let out only for McCartney's mind games and unconstitutional torture? You looked down. Being English, you did not know what a constitution was. You had very little in terms of human rights. Jesus. Just made me think of a song by Deer Hunter. Okay, anyway. Besides the right to eat baked beans, walk in the rain, and ride upstairs on a bus. In England, the buses are red. Just a reminder. In Liverpool, the buses are green. Really? Okay. There had never been democracy on this island, and unlike George Harrison, you had never been to the States. George was the first Beatle to visit America, having gone in September of '63. Oh, okay. He visited his sister Louise at 113 McCann Street, Benton, Illinois, then went to New York City. Damn, okay. Unlike John, he made it out alive, returning to the UK on October 3rd. Funny. In Benton, George performed with the local group The Four Vests. They played their normal set during the first half of the show, then returned the stage and introduced Georgie as the Elvis of England. Huh. Georgia wore a dark suit, white shirt, and no tie. Some of the songs he played were Roll Over Beethoven, classic George, Johnny B. Good, Matchbox, and Your Cheatin' Heart. The Four Vests were given a selection of Beatles records. Two members of the Four Vests, Gabe McCarty, and he's a bass player too, funny, and Vernon Mandrell, took George to the Fenton Music Store at South 10th Street, Mount Vernon, Illinois, where George bought a Fireglow Red 1962 Rickenbacker 425 guitar. Pretty. I love old guitars. It looks so sick, man. Georgia wanted the guitar to be refinished in black to match John's, so the store owner oh, come on! Oh, I'd love to see that thing red. That would have been sick. So the store, I mean, nothing wrong with black. I mean, just like, come on. Red would look so good. So the store owner, Lester Fenton, reluctantly agreed. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, fuck, are you serious? Come on. I don't know, I think the red looked cool, but I trust George's judgment. Eh, the guitar costs around 400. I wonder how much it would cost now. Reportedly, George had little idea of the value of U.S. money, so he bought $800 at the store. The Rickenbacker was first played in the public to the public on 4th October 1963 during Ready, Steady, Go. This is a lot of lore. Hope you're writing this down, taking notes. George and McCarty went shopping, and Harrison bought the James Ray single, Got My Mind Set on You. I drove through Benton roughly 60 years later, last September. Oh, okay. I knew George came to America in 63, but didn't know the specifics. Imagine my surprise at seeing a fucking massive billboard of my favorite boy in the middle of nowhere. Yo. On the side of the road in Illinois, of all places. I wish I could have gone to the museum there. Oh, that would have been cool. I might look that up, actually. That seems rad. I got like a whole list of places I want to travel to around the nation, the world. If that's possible after this fucking, state of the government. Anyway, George carefully reached for the front door. He gazed at you warily. But you promised not to bolt? I know you've got no reason to be indebted to me. We've only just met. By the mock of fines I let you loose, he'll surely have me stuffed and mounted. George shivered. Though his eyes so minimally changed with every expression, his shoulders were tense. It's not that I'm scared of Maka. It's just that he's so very unpredictable. He'll smile to your face, then later, much later, long after you've forgotten the conflict, you'll find a dead frog staked to your bedpost. The fuck? Is that a... Is... Did that... What? What? Your eyebrows drew. Oh, Georgie. You threw your arms over his spiky body. Of course I wouldn't do anything to put you in hot water. I must say, even if I didn't care for your group at all, I've changed my mind. You're my favorite. George's eyebrows moved slightly, but you couldn't read his expression. Is this man autistic? I'm autistic, I can say that. He was a very funny looking fellow. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. George went to the flat entryway and began looking through the coat rack. It's cold in England? He was right. It was late November and it was now dark out. George pulled out an overcoat and draped it over your shoulders. Oh. There you are, love. The coat was nice and warm, though the arms were a bit long to fit. Though the arms were a bit long, the fit wasn't too bad. Ta, George. He opened the door and you went down the stairs. You gripped his bony wrists, laughing as you were free at last. Oh, good God. What the fuck? It was dark out and all the streetlights were on. There was a chill in the air with it being nearly December. Ugh, cold weather sounds so good right now. You could see her condensed breath? Condensation. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Okay, George smiled, his teeth formidable. Yeah. Come on, love, it's Friday night in London. Let's go paint the town. You had an utterly fab time together with drink and merriment. Aw. You almost forgot the bizarre events of the day, all the horrors and confusion. You forgot you were bought. You forgot about your mother. You forgot about Lennon McCartney and their horrid egos. The broads with their heaving breasts. Jeez. All was gear. Yay! Okay, there's just one, well, seemingly one more. It's back when George is first with me. Wait, did I already do that? I'm gonna have to check. If not, then I'll put it in, but I'll check. Alright, so now I think... yeah, I know I chose You're Right, This Sucks. I don't think I chose I Don't Mind Being in the Crate. So let's see what happens. You smile down awkwardly. I appreciate the concern. I really do, but I don't really mind being in the crate. George gave you a weird look. You sure? I'm sure. Well, see yourself then. Good luck, love. He looked over his shoulder, then muttered. Best not to have Paul see me talking to you. Okay. Start breaking the mirrors. Okay. Got that. I wonder if... I might... Does that matter? Because, like, I've already done this. Wait, okay. Wait. Okay, I guess... Yeah, I didn't hit that. Last time I said no. Okay. Yes, I do. Paul beamed. I knew it! He clapped his hands together happily. See, I made it just for you! Paul opened the door. You shifted so uncomfortably as you climbed out of the crate. Though always the gentleman, Paul offered your hand. Offered you a hand. Well, love, let's go downstairs. You blushed. Paul winked. Let's go. Okay. Right. Yep. Got that. Got that. Got that. Blang blang. Might skip. La 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 la. Such a pleasure. Open quickly. Okay. Was Paul asking you out? Wait. Hold on. Did I miss him? Wait. Hold on. Okay. Gotta chat for a bit. Okay. No. Don't skip. No. Okay. Okay, he held out his arm. You took it, blissfully excited. Okay, wait, I almost forgot. What? Oh! Oh, wait. No, wait. That was different. Oh, no. Paul kissed you right on the mouth. Ugh. Okay. You thought your heart was going to be out your chest, but he was unaffected, still smiling cheekily. You got to hold Paul's arm as you walked out of the room. So this is just fully submissive at this point. It was nice stretching your legs after being in the crate for 7 hours. Jesus Christ. Came up in common area. You once caught. I have false friends. Yep. Okay. Say them 4. What's your point? Yep. Scotch and Coke report. Yep. Uh-huh. Boys, yep. You bought the Grum Tree Girl, yeah. Ah, gosh, blah 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 blah. Didn't see him. Take the front slightly. Wedge on. Just worth each and every one of those 10 pounds. He looked at you dreamily. You nearly melted. Okay, it's a little bit different, I think. Paul guided you to the couch, patting his knee. You sat down, hands bashfully folded on your lap. Yeah, this time you're kind of liking it. Like, this time. Like, it's... yeah. And last time, I swear it was like, you were like... But, like, this one, you're like... Oh, I kind of like it. Paul's... Paul's hand rested on your hip. You look at the girls, they looked at you. The 3 of them looked similar, but they were all very attractive. You blushed. Righto, lads. Yeah. Hey, lads, did you hear the news? News? Yeah, okay, from the States. Yep. Oh no, John F. Kennedy. He's gone. He's dead. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Brr, 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 brr. What's it from? Back and cross his arms. Okay. Scare these. La 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 la. La 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 la. Shut up. Okay. If this goes any longer, if something's not different, I'll skip this. Okay, cool show. Yep. Yep. Let's talk business. Okay, so that, yep, okay. The girl's not smiling. Paul startled, caught by embarrassment. Tapping on the shoulder, the murmured into your ear, "You're not supposed to frown. Quiet. Be pleasant. See?" Okay, got that. He grinned and Jack smiled at you. You smiled, and the John one seemed placated. Okay. It's in line, alright. Dumbass album cover. Needle D. Needle D. Needle D. Blah 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 blee blah blah. Call for George, okay. We'll be outside. Okay. Kiss per regular, yep, okay, blah blah. For outdoors. Cold in England, indoors, yeah, okay. Yeah, the Weezer album, blah blah. New. Okay. Oh yeah, I might have to skip a whole bunch. Suppose so. John Lewis guitar. What's the album called? Okay. Yeah, would be in a state of arousal. Nope. But, okay, John outside filming the problems. Oh, forgot to say the back of the LP. Okay. So it's drink by gum. Okay. That's exactly it. Face twisted. John noticed the coins. She's frowned again. Paul. You turn to him. Paul seemed even more embarrassed. Okay. Yep. Okay. Nothing around the room. Okay. See the generous chest heaving. He smiled. Paul's voice was tense, now pained. You're not supposed to look at the other girls. Control your bird. God, what the fuck? Paul began to get irritated with you. Don't frown, don't mind the bird. As you hung your head, deeply ashamed. I'm sorry, Paul. Yeah, this is different. Yeah, Paul softened, noticing you were genuinely apologetic. That's right, love. You're still learning. The others were sympathetic as well. Weird. After all, in the span of a day, you were bought and sold to the fabulous Beatles. Paul laid a gentle hand on your shoulder. He smiled sweetly. Okay, it's very different. Okay, listen, we got some really important things to discuss here. I'm sure you could use a break from all that. He kissed your cheek. You felt as if you were about to melt. Paul had a slight smile. Holy looking between you and the others. Love, how about you and the other girls go to the kitchen and make us a lovely pot of tea? You nodded and slowly stood up from his lap. You followed the three girls into the kitchen, so now you're with all the ladies. Okay. You never knew how to speak to women, being not like the other girls and all. You assumed they were speaking of makeup and sinful modern rock and roll music. You couldn't hear them as you covered your ears and faced the corner, refusing to be like them. Ugh, I must be different. Wait a sec. For the first time you were out of sight, there's not any Beatles, not in the dog crate either. Your eyes drifted. There was a window in the kitchen. It was open. Okay. I think it's pretty obvious. Like, okay. Like, escape, that would be that same ending. So I'm gonna just stay put this time. No, let's see if it's any different at all. Okay, until the gentle hand was laying on your shoulder. Oh, yeah, you smile in the cornfield drink. Okay. Knocking you out of your deep contemplation. Hello, love. Yeah, totally different. Okay. You turned around. It was Paul. Feeling better? You blushed and bit your lip. You nodded. You nearly melted under his sensual gaze. Let's get you to bed, eh? Oh, that was fast. You sighed. Paul was such a romantic. Ugh. Paul. Paul walked in after you. He had such a sweet-looking face. Okay, yes, love. You blushed. Well, oh, wait, no, that's me. Oh, well, as you destroyed my belongings, and I didn't get to bring any clothes. Yeah, love? What am I supposed to wear to bed? Not to what? I have just the thing. Oh god, what the fuck is he gonna, like, make me wear? Paul bounded across the room like a rabbit, ducking into his dresser. You stood up straighter, attempting to see, but you couldn't. Then he turned and held out a white nightgown. Your hand went up to your mouth. He tossed it to you, and you scrambled to catch it. Do you like it? He winked. God, stop. I've got one just like it. Your head tilted. Sorry, my voice is kind of like, from yelling all the other parts. Paul giggled, narrowing his eyes. I like nightgowns. He gestured to his freeing, of course. Easy access. And I don't just mean for pissing. You looked at him. Come on. Are you gonna try it on? Right now? No, right now? He winked. Why not? Okay then. You disrobed, unzipping your dress, slipping out of your stockings. Paul smirked. Oh, suppose you sleep with your bra on. You looked down confused. I'm not wearing a bra. It was Paul's turn to look confused. His eyebrows furrowed. He pointed at your chest. Then what's that? You looked down. What? My brows? Your Paul's eyes widened. By gum! So they are! Like, what? Have you never seen those before? Do you just, like, have sex and then never, like, just look everywhere else? You slipped on the nightgown. Oh god, that scared me. I thought that was... that scared the shit out of me. I legit just thought for half a second that was in my own room. The audio editing is exquisite. Okay, Paul whistled. Oh, baby. Looks nice. I wouldn't whistle if it didn't. You turned around, eyeing yourself in the full-length mirror. You could see Paul's reflection within it and met his eye on no. Paul's musician friends had all retired for the night, banging their selection of well-endowed broads. Of course. But you were alone with the man you were smitten for. God. Okay. Paul began his nighttime routine, which you watched with a silent reverence. I'm looking at the stuff on the walls and stuff. This is like so weird, but like the way it looks, just like the design and everything, or something like that, it's like giving this one game, like it's called the Cat Lady. Oh my god, I think I own the cat. I might play that one next, or eventually. It's such a good game. It kind of looks like this is very very good. It's so pretty. Like it's dark, but it is so cool. I love it. Okay. Anyway, I first watched John Wolfe when he was still called Harshly Critical, play it like years and years ago. But anyway, okay. Paul began his nighttime routine, which you watched with a silent reverence. You sat on the floor looking up at him. Paul was truly a beauty. You can't believe you hadn't noticed it before. His face all over pop magazines and record shops. You turn your head away in protest, getting in automobile accidents, and for what? He undressed so sensually. Paul combed through his dark, soft hair, viewing himself in the vanity mirror. He sat with such grace, his very presence hypnotic. Oh my god. Get out of here. He spoke without turning his head. Maybe I should have prepared you better. I just sprung the common etiquette on you as we went. Though it ought to be common sense. I understand that you're not like the other birds. You shook your head. Most girls were blonde. However, you were not blonde. Many girls could not read, but you could often string together sentences. Wow. You can speak. Like human. Given you sounded them out beforehand. However, there was one and only one thing that made you like the other girls. You were in love. In love with a man. Gee, there was no other like him. So, Paul sighed. By gum. His head tilted so elegantly as he did so. Your body heated, the beginnings of lust. Oh, God, stop. His head turned to you, then he stood coming closer. Your body tense, craving his touch. What made you so upset today? I've tried my best to make you at home here. I'd do anything to give you that. You blushed. You lying. Okay. You could just about feel his breath. He was so close. Oh, God. I'm like seeing this in my mind's eye, and it's like, you want to reach out and touch. No. Grab him. Grab him like he was a woman and show him you were a man. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Okay, oh, McCartney. You quivered. Someone like you bring the beast out of me. His hazel eyes softened. The beast? You gripped his face in passion. Oh. Am I topping? No, Becky. I simply cannot control myself any longer. I must have you. Oh my God. You went in for the kiss. But McCartney turned his head? You didn't make contact. Your chest sank. Unrequited passion? Whoa! Ah, but love, it's me that has you. Oh, have you forgotten? Corey was right. And you were of his possession. And therefore... His eyes were dark when meeting yours. This is horrifying. Sensual hazel doe-like, but very dark. I will have you. He captured your mouth in a fiery embrace. Hands groped at your female body, in case you forgot. You groped at his sensual curves. McCartney moaned obscenely. Ugh. The fury of your mutual passion was unparalleled. The room shook with your copulation. Pictures falling off the walls, the very foundation of 57 Green Street being violated. Oh my God. And McCartney cried out like a cat in heat. Oh no. Which he very much was. You know, his body was supple with the virility of youth, and he went for multiple rounds and edges too. You put your mouth over every inch of his skin. What the hell, man? He tasted just like the Mercy. Mercy, I guess. And he was just as wet. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. No Mercy, yeah. The Sainsbury closed at 11, but you went all night long. True end. A. Why does that have to be the true end? Why can it be the George one? Well, I'm pretty sure that's that on that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah. that's it. Well, that was Can't Buy Me Love. What did we learn? Don't listen to the Beatles ever in your life. No, but, no, that was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic. I loved the drops of, like, Beatle facts and stuff. That was really fun to learn. The art is absolutely beautiful. I love their artwork. It's so, so good. I think I mentioned at the very beginning to please go follow them, check them out. I'm not. I mean, I'm sure they're on other things, but I got their Tumblr. I should have their Tumblr listed in the description. If I see they got other things, I'll list that too, because like they deserve it. They deserve support. I'll also put down the itch.io link too as well. Like play it. It's so fun. It's insane. It's fun. Oh man, I don't know what was my favorite ending. I mean, personally, like George would have been like ideal, like since there was no Ringo, it's fine, whatever. I mean, I really wonder what Ringo's ending would be if they knew more about Ringo. I know, like, the creator of this isn't really doesn't know much. I think they recently like reached out to like or made a post asking about Ringo information, asking for Ringo information. I don't know, something like that, some time ago. But I really wonder what the ending would have been for him. So it would probably be like getting like blackout drunk and screwing or something. I don't know. but yeah, but I think I genuinely think probably my favorite ending, just from the absurdity, was probably the Paul ending, quote unquote, with like John freaking just casually walking in and watching, and it's just like, what the fuck? And like freaking Paul's expression, like, yeah, like the way he looked, like sweating to death. And that was funny as hell. But yeah, go play this, please. Experience it for yourself. It's so fun. It's great. I don't know what game I'm gonna play next. If anyone even watches this or at all. I did download a few itch.io games. Like just a few, just to keep on the back burner for now. But well, yeah, okay. Well, I guess it'll be like we'll just see what happens. And I need to go and edit this and put it all together. Well, if anyone in the world watched this, thank you for watching my very first ever gameplay let's play video thing. And sacrifice my sanity for this game.